Go further with the American Express Business Gold Card. Earn 3 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels when you book through AmexTravel.com. Whether your destination is a business conference or a client meeting, your purchases will help you earn more points for future trips. Experience more on your travels with Amex Business Gold. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
Walmart Business saves you time, money, and hassle, which means you can focus on what really matters. Like putting the money you save back into what you do. Spending more time training your team, filling orders, and finding new clients. Anything and everything, right down to, oh, that's one, choosing the best hold music. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love. Now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Tic Tac. Your boss is going off at you for missing a deadline and you swear the clock just moved backwards. Suddenly, you remember the pack of Tic Tacs on your desk. Now you're riding horseback on the beach, the smell of citrus in the air. And what's this? Your boss is sitting behind you, breathing heavenly fresh mint? Refresh your mouth and mind and share your good vibes with Tic Tac.
United Healthcare nurse Crystal checked in on a patient.
We do a routine call after surgery, and I could tell in her voice that she was struggling.
Crystal knew she needed help.
And I knew that this is very serious. This is like septic. This is life-threatening.
And she knew just what to do.
And I called the hospital and said, she's coming in, here are her labs.
And got her the help she needed.
I see my role at United Healthcare as a life-saving role.
Hear more stories like Crystal's at uhc.com. Benefits, features, and/or devices vary by plan area. Limitation and exclusions apply.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Eric Oakley, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast, talking about those lines, serving up that Detroit Kool-Aid. You know what it is. Drink it in, man. Double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread! Cornbread!
We are going to have Kool-Aid and cornbread flowing. I witnessed one of the great Lions football games of my lifetime as a fan. I get to talk about it here on this pod. I get to do it with a good friend, a good buddy, a big-time character on this show, and that's the one and only at Chops in the D. Chops, you're there. This is going to be a fun show, I have no doubt. Like it is every time that we're here on the pod.
Okri, it is a blast every time we're together on this show, but this is going to be an exceptional show because I don't know about you, I don't know about the people, but I haven't even slept since the Lions went into the Ravensville in a Baltimore and put a smacketh downeth on the Ravens. Quote, the Raven nevermore. Go Lions!
I think the people know, to be honest.
And the people consist of the millions.
I think the millions and millions know, but like some don't, because like they don't realize that like sometimes we're crazy busy, but if we can have a phone anywhere near us. I had about 8 to 12 message chains going on during this game. I was doing Kool-Aid gimmicks. I was asking the people I was texting, when you're watching a Lions game, do you do Kool-Aid gimmicks, either audible or text people gimmicks that might not even know what you're talking about? I was like, absolutely 100% across the board. And then, like you said, after this Dubski, I mean, we're tweeting, we're retweeting, we can't sleep, we're listening to post game. I went right into the office, haven't slept either. I'm feeling good though, and gosh, we can't mess around. We got to get right into it. So, like I said, Chops, this was Detroit heading to Baltimore. Ooh, Baltimore, you can't win there. We never win there. Lamar Jackson, like, it's a hallowed place. They've been a good football team for a long time. No one, and I mean no one, gave the Detroit Lions a chance to win this game. It was those clean sweeps you see on the TV where everybody's picking the purple team. Detroit fans were riled up. Quite a lot of Honolulu blue heading into this game. But, Chops, I think we got to give the people a gimmick review. Have some fun with the things that we do on this show. I got a couple issues with things, which I'll give out. I may or may not have a new Jared Goff gimmick that I'd like to test here on the show. And who knows what else we might get into, buddy. You just want to start it off here with the first go? Or do you want me to kick this thing off?
Listen, before we get going here, I gotta do this.
Oh, boy.
Drink it in, folks. Kings in the North. Let's not mess around. We got so much to talk about with this game.
The King in the North!
Yes! Not just the North, baby. The king of the NFL. Let's go.
Yeah, this isn't some wimpy AFC North where they think they're tough. Because if you haven't learned anything on this show, does Beetlejuice have to remind you?
They can't handle me. They ain't tough enough yet. I'll put him down to his knees, buddy.
Beetle, I understand.
Yeah, I understand. I got it in my head, dude.
All right, so Chops, you got your Kool-Aid. Let me just ask, is it delicious?
You know what it tastes like, Okri?
What's that?
It tastes like victory!
There's no doubt about it. I assume there's 2 plates of cornbread there as well. So this game gets started, and they give the Lions the football. Mistake number 1. We get the ball.
Yes, sir.
Chop. This is an 11-play, 67-yard drive for 5 minutes, and that's like nothing, to be honest, when we get later in this game. That's like a quick hitter, if you want to be real about it, based on some other drives we had in this football game. But we move down the field, bing, bam, boom. We got plays to some of our playmakers, but then we get close to the end zone, and then, Chops, you want to know who found the end zone, who found the paint, put the Lions up 7-0? You want to know?
Oh, I think the people want to know. I think he's this guy. He's a running back. He's not the guy that has the nickname that we fight about. But maybe you could tell the people who he is.
Yeah, that you've narrowed it down. You've narrowed the focus, and just to narrow it a little bit more, he's a multi-dimensional, positionless. Wait for it. Elite weapon, Jahmyr Gibbs. and you got to do me a favor, Chops. I've changed it. I think I always said it that way to be funny, but it's got to be said Gibbs. That's how we got to pronounce it from now on. Don't try to do my gimmick. Don't try to do the wait for it or the big ending. No. But when you say it right. All right?
Well, the best part is, I don't know if you caught your boy Dan Orlovsky today, but he was breaking down a lot of film, and I heard him specifically say elite at the end of one of his videos. And I'm like, yep, he listens to the show. He drinks the Kool-Aid.
He's definitely a listener. I see things popping up all the time, whether it be sports, radio, TV. I mean, a lot of funny things popping up that maybe originated from this show. I'm just saying.
Oh, the only thing I can really say to that is woo!
So, Chop, I'll take this other one so I can kick it to you, and then we might have a little bit of battle for the second Lions touchdown. But the Ravens also just went down the field like butter, 6 plays, 80 yards, 3 minutes. I mean, a Derrick Henry walk-in touchdown from 28. I was embarrassed. He was untouched. It looked too easy. I was real frustrated. Why is it 7-7 already? But then the Lions got the football back.
Yeah, the Lions get the football back after. So now we're talking 7-7. Lions get the football back. I think that next drive we had a 3-and-out with they forced a punt. I think we got a whole -1 yards on that. Lions are forced to punt, but then the defense comes out on the field, and guess what? We turn around and do exactly to them what they did to us. 3-and-out, 7 yards. They had it for 1:30, and then the Baltimore Ravens had to punt. I think it was a 7-yard pass, no run for Derrick Henry, an incompletion for Lamar. I think they got a penalty in there somewhere, and then they're punting it right back to us. Next thing you know, it's heading into the second quarter, 7-7.
I mean...
It's back to school season, and Clorox is donating 2 million disinfecting wipes to classrooms across America. Because back to school means things can get a little bit messy. Just ask kindergarten teacher Miss Gibson.
Give me just one Clorox wipe and I'm ready for glitter glue, exploded lunchbox yogurt, peanut butter handprints, runny noses, picking noses, rubbing noses.
Touching noses.
Thank you, Edward. Ooh, nap mats and lockers and tissue boxes. And
Clorox
scissors.
disinfecting wipes. Teacher's #1 wipe. Clean feels good. Based on unit sales data.
Leading a business today means constantly adapting. On the Executive Insights podcast, brought to you by AWS, global leaders share how they're making tough calls, testing bold ideas, and putting innovation into practice, generative AI included. If you're looking for real stories behind what's working, this is it. Subscribe to the Executive Insights podcast today, available now on all major podcast platforms.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
This is Marshawn Lynch. On Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So I'm here to make sure you don't miss any of the action this football season. With Prize Picks, it's good to be right. With millions of members and billions of dollars awarded in winnings, Prize Picks is the best place to put your takes to the test. The app is really simple to use and available in 40-plus states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projections, and if you're right, you can cash in. With simple stats and fan-friendly policies, Prize Picks is the best place to make your picks. Most importantly, they don't play about your paper. All transactions on the apps are fast, safe, and secure.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code SPOTIFY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code SPOTIFY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Visit Blinds.com now for up to 40% off site-wide, plus a professional measure at no cost. Rules and restrictions apply.
7-7 after one. I thought you were just going to skip right ahead to one of the greatest drives in the history of football. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to just
listen, I got respect. You're the host of the show. I knew you'd be excited to break it down. You're going to give it to the people in a way I'm going to be able to add on a little bit of here and there. But I was going to pass the baton back over to you, my friend, so you can talk about this 18-play, 98 yards, 10-minute, 48-second drive by the Lions.
Hold on. I was sleeping at the wheel a little bit there because, I mean, you're going to throw out some of those numbers. I mean, we got to get in some of your gimmickry that only fits. I mean, just thinking that, I mean, I think we even need to, I mean, can we hashtag it? I mean, let me see here.
Woo! Hashtag Choppy Liking.
Chops, this drive was so incredible. It's one of those where, like, the ball was it downed at the 2, or is this one where Raymond Khalif sort of got confused and either caught the ball inside the 5? And it doesn't matter because they got the ball at the 2. I'm sure there was a penalty because the Zebras were out with trying to be the stars of the show here early in the game. But the minute the Lions are on the 2, everybody from broadcast, this drive's dead. They'll be lucky to get it out and just be able to punt. Oh, give it to Demo. Get him some room. Faux show, Demo, right, Chops?
Yeah, Demo. Definitely not that D-Money guy. No, it's got to be Demo.
So, before you know it, we're just marching down the field. We're just moving the football through the air, on the ground. I think if you watch my Twitter feed, which most people do, I was just saying, not only feed Demo, but he had been non-existent, and then he just shows out this drive. He's popping the ball, he's moving sticks, we're hitting St. Brown, we're getting the football
catching
all
passes.
Around. Yeah, just great things all the way around, and this was just one of those where you couldn't even believe that we still not only had the football, but we're so methodically moving it down. It's not like we were out of sorts and kind of had a bunch of cheapness in this drive. This was just straight up nasty big boy football all the way down the field. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, we're on the 1 yard line, and then it's Demo, faux show for the SCO. Let's go.
Yeah, just an absolutely methodical drive by the Lions. And like you said, you get the ball at the 2 yard line, and most people are thinking, oh, Baltimore's going to hold them down. They're going to flip the field. They're going to have great field position after this punt coming up. It's we're going to go 4 yard run. We're going to go 10 yard pass. We're going to go 13 yard pass, 5 yard run, set 14 yard pass. Just dink all the way down the field. Demo had a catch. Jared Goff is throwing dimes. Demo's bullying boys up the middle. I don't think on a couple of third down completions as well. There's no fourth downs on this one, but third and 1 conversions. Next thing you know, it's first and goal with Gibbs with a 7 yard catch from my boy Jared Goff, and then of course Demo finishes the drive off. Just a great way to completely drain the second quarter down. 10-minute drive, longest drive in the, I think since they record these stats, since 1994 in Lions history. Again, to do that in Baltimore against the Ravens on Monday night, prime time football, just a hell of a drive.
This was a straight up punch in the face to Baltimore. Wait for it. And our big boys are breathing hard. We're moving it. We're keep on pounding the run game, and it didn't matter, man. Just go in and score here. It was incredible. But I gotta admit, I was a little confused, a little surprised. We got to go somewhat rapid fire so we can get all these gimmicks in. The Ravens found a way to get a touchdown to Rashad Bateman here late in the second quarter. This game was 14-14 at half. I don't remember that. It felt like we were playing great ball. I probably was a little annoyed that it was 14-14, but somehow we were tied at halftime. But then the third quarter got going, Chops. I'll let you go. Maybe do a double dip here if you don't mind. If you want to swing it back to me, I got it. But this is where it got interesting in the third quarter.
Well, I mean, look, I know we got a lot of things to cover today, but I cannot miss this opportunity to talk about how the Ravens had the ball on the 2 yard line, first and goal from the 2 yard line, and the Lions just go 4 straight stops. Derrick Henry, no yards. Derrick Henry, 1 yard. I think Derrick Henry, -1 yards. And then, of course, the infamous Lamar Jackson bumbling, stumbling, rumbling, and fumbling because Jack Campbell got to him, and then we get the ball back on the 20. So for the Lions to hold a goal line stand against Derrick the King Henry and Lamar Jackson, not allow them 4 straight downs of not punching it in the end zone, you can't not talk about that. Shep deserves his flowers. That was a hell of a stop, a goal line stand by those Lions, and then forcing them to get the ball, and then of course because of the fumble we get it on the 20, and then we know what happens from there. Baltimore, we have to go 3 and out. Baltimore gets the touchdown. We miss the insane Jake Bates 477-yard field goal attempt that they attempted there. But yeah, third quarter, 14-14 at the half. It didn't even feel like that. Dude, dare I go on? Do you want to talk about the next set of touchdowns here, buddy? It's 14-14 at this point.
Yeah, I can take it. I really want to say awesome job by you. I don't have the play-by-play or the drive breakdowns in front of me. I got more of the scoring drives, but that fourth, goal line stand, what's so great about that is when you have a guy like Derrick Henry, it's assumed that's an easy touchdown. But no, the Lions stood up, made plays, seeing Jack Campbell get after it before he busted his face was incredible. So you hit on all that, and like I say, even seeing the Jake Bates 67-yard attempt was tremendous. Like that's going to happen one of these days. But as we get going here in third quarter, like it's crazy. My scoring summary here says that the Ravens actually, they did the old, they're going to double dip. They got the touchdown and then they're going to get the ball. And, I think there was some back and forth because this looks like it happened midway through the quarter. But yes, the Ravens did score first here. It says on my sheet 21-14 on somehow another touch. This was the Mark Andrews touchdown on Anzo, I think it was, where it was like third and a mile and they had to score. All you had to do was guard the goal line. Yet somehow you let slow-ass Mark Andrews, who was good like 6 years ago, like double give you the okie doke, go to the pylon, and Anzo has his head turned and somehow Lamar Jackson throws it right under his armpit. Like, I don't understand how any of that happened, but that had me really fired up and upset. How are we down 7? How'd they make that play? All you got to do is stop them on the 2 and they'll have to kick a field goal, and instead we give up a touchdown. But sure enough, Chops, here comes your quarterback. Here comes Amon-Ra, just doing what he does. I mean, so many other playmakers, but the Lions unscathed, come right back. St. Brown touchdown from your boy, Jared Goff. Chops, I want to do this with you. I want to see if you can do something. Normally, you want to know everything ahead. You want to prep. You want to prepare. You got all your Jared Goff, boola, hype, whatever you do. Do you want to try a new gimmick with me right here? I'll walk you through it. You want to try this?
Oh gosh, let's try it. Let's try it. I'm down for anything. After this game, I'm so high on Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid. Let's do what we got to do.
All right, we'll do this. Where are we at here? So this is the last go in the third quarter. It's actually tied after the third quarter too, 21-21. Yeah. So we'll do this new Jared Goff gimmick. Take a break, get our sponsors in, come back, talk about the fourth quarter, talk about things going on with the team, celebrate the team, serve up Kool-Aid, double cornbread, triple. You know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be glorious. But Chops, I know you were somewhat of a wrestling fan back in the day. I try to tell you some of the new stuff is pretty good. You don't want to hear it. You just want to talk about Triple H and The Undertaker and the other gimmicks we have on this show. But there's a new guy, Jey Uso. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of Jey Uso.
All right. So he does probably one of the greatest entrances in the history of sports entertainment, which is he comes out through the crowd and they do this thing called yeeting, which is basically back in the day, it's the old hip hop parade or whatever. The crowd goes crazy or whatever. So he's got this word yeet that he does all the time, right? But he's got this new gimmick that I think fits your quarterback. So I'm going to do it and you just follow. So when I say it, then you say it and try to say it the way I say it, okay?
Oh, God. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
As a scientist, I can tell you that Sundays are only 24 hours long. But with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday all in one place. That's upwards of 30 hours of NFL in one day. How can there be 30 hours in 24 hours, you ask? I have a theory. Magic. New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 per month. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games and commercial use. Terms and embargoes apply. Availability varies.
Vitamin Water Zero Sugar has great taste, zero BS, and obviously zero sugar. For those with zero room in their calendar. Zero patience for slow walkers. Those who get 0 hours of sleep on a Saturday night. Have zero filter, zero given, and zero interest in grabbing a plain, boring water. Grab a delicious Vitamin Water Zero Sugar today.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
New gimmick is four letters.
Four letters.
One word.
One word.
Golf. There it is.
Golf.
So he says yeet, but I think we're going four letters, one word, golf. Do you think we can do that every blue moon or no?
Oh my God.
I think it works.
I'd much rather just talk about he's the hashtag golf train, but okay, I can go golf.
You just want to scream at me?
I don't want your bula support when it comes to Jared Goff. You don't get to join the golf train. You're off, bro. You're off.
I'm not off. Not at all. Because, Chops, we got a fourth quarter here. Did I mention it's tied? The Lions early. I'm talking early in the fourth quarter. Put another drive together. Here we go. We're inside the 10. And we dial up one of the most glorious plays that I've seen in a long time. I'm looking at this run sheet. Do you remember this? This was a fourth down play. The Lions, me and you, everybody's going back and forth. Do we go for it? Do we not? What do we do? Dan can't. Like, it got to the point where, like, we can't say we're not going to not go for it. Didn't I say we're going to take our commercial break? Chops, do we just blow through this or do we do our commercials? I think we fit them in regardless. What do you think?
Listen, you know, the commercials are... The commercials will fit in when the commercials fit in. I don't want to leave the people...
mid-drive here. We got to just keep it rolling.
Yeah, we got to keep this rolling because, you know, again, we glazed over a little bit of the hashtag golf train and his excellence early on to tie up the ball game. We forced the Ravens to a nice 3-and-out, gaining 0 yards and having the ball for a minute 37. We get the ball back and we just put together a 7-play, 96-yard drive for 3 minutes and 41 seconds. And this one, again, you know, my boy, Money with a 72-yard blast. And then we follow it up, like you said, you queued it up with just this absolutely 4th and 1 at the 4, beautifully drawn up Johnny Moe play to your boy Jahmyr Gibbs.
Hold on, Chops. I know you're a busy man. You're probably like signing executive orders, you know, making tons of capital for your company. Maybe you were out coaching kids hockey. I don't know what you've been doing all day. But did you hear the Jared Goff interview on 97.1 today around lunchtime? You happen to hear that?
You know what, Okri, I missed that, but you know they always I have a nice little I think I call it the Jared Hopper. So all the things that happen, the love and the praise that come from Jared Goff or about Jared Goff, anywhere across any media platform gets pulled right up into the Chopster's phone, and then I get to just binge watch it before I go to bed every night. But no, I have not seen the interview on the old Jared Goff there on the ticket today.
All right, so they had Jared Goff on and he was asked, what was that play call? You know, the old 4th down double flip, Jahmyr Gibbs walk into the end zone. You want to know what the name was, Chops? You want to know?
Oh, gosh. Tell me what the name was.
St. Gibbs.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I liked it. It was one of the most simplistic but creative plays, and I guess they ran it decades ago with the Saints, or they pulled it out the woodwork, but it was just beautiful on so many levels at that time, at that point in the game, at that down and distance with the elite weapon on the outside. Like, absolutely incredible. So that's a touchdown. That's a walk-in for Gibbs. 28-21. I mean, the Baltimore gets a field goal, really?
Child, please. Please.
They get a field goal, 24-20. Okay, it's a little close. We're in a dogfight. It's going to be a classic, just like Oakrey said on his Koolaid Packet Pod. But then the Lions get a field goal, and Chops, I think I should just kick this to you, even though I was the guy, not only rooting for Demo because of fantasy football and other reasons, but the fact that Demo had it cooking, that he gets this final touchdown where we just slice and dice them. He runs to the end zone. I mean, don't tell me you were one of these dweebs who was saying go down, or maybe they'll come back, or I'm not sure. Like, I absolutely loved when he got in the clear and punched this thing in to make it 38-24. You know.
Yeah, this drive again, like, you know, the lengths of these drives, I think, you know, we mentioned it before, like 2 drives over 95 yards, and then this final punch in 7 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 42 seconds, and you glazed over this one, but man, my boy, set the catch up, this 20-yard pass, dime piece by Jared Goff thrown. And again, all game, Amon-Ra, when he'd been lining up in this certain position on these run plays, he was blocking up Humphreys and anybody else who was in his way. And then, not on this play. He comes up, he fakes the lockup on Humphreys, and then slips right by him out into the open flat on 4th and 2. Jared Goff drops back, looks around, and drops a nice little dime piece right into ARSB's hands for the 4th down conversion, 20-yard pass. And then, actually, I think there was even a penalty on that call that we got to decline because Humphrey had no idea what was happening. ARSB slipping right by him. He has to hold him. He's got no choice. It don't matter. ARSB still makes the hands grab. Nice catch. And then the very next play, my boy, David Montgomery, right tackle, 31-yard tug. I don't want to hear about Logan Lamb right here. Was anybody else hoping that Demo would take a knee at the No, they weren't hoping he was going to take a knee. We're going to punch that into the end zone and go up 38-30.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When your investors, customers, and workers demand more from your business, make it happen with SAP. The AI-powered capabilities of SAP can help you streamline costs, connect with new suppliers, and manage payroll, even when your business is being pulled in different directions. To deliver a quality product at a fair price, while paying your people what they're worth too, so your business can stay unfazed. Learn more at sap.com/uncertainty.
As a sports fan, I have to confess. Sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
If you thought goldenly breaded McDonald's chicken couldn't get more golden, think Golder, because new sweet and smoky special edition gold sauce is here. Made for your chicken favorites at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
We love Logan Lamorandier on the way, by the way, on this show. But yes, if we make fun of you, that means we like you. But yeah, he had definitely a weak take. I had to call him out. Me and Chops were handling some business after this game, either with receipts from @Chops in the D or Oakrey doing gimmicks / putting people in their place, telling people DVE, Detroit versus everybody. But I'm glad you brought up the 4th down, because that came up multiple times, and there was parts of me, especially late here, where I'm thinking, just go up 10 or whatever, make it 2 scores. But like, not only is that not what we do, my favorite thing about this coaching group is the fact that how many years now has it been where they pull out like the most beautiful, perfect play at the perfect time, schemed up. They've been practicing it for 2.5 years. They never called it. All of a sudden they call it. It works like gangbusters. Like, that's my favorite part, because I remember when they hired Dan Campbell, I was like, this guy has to be able to out-scheme, out-think, out-tactic, beat people on the grease board, as well as be a tough guy, and he's all that in a bag of chips.
But Oakrey, all those trick plays, that was Benedict Johnson. That wasn't Dan Campbell. John Morton isn't going to have these trick plays up his sleeves. Boola boola. Johnny Morton's got it. You know Dan freaking Campbell's got it. Had nothing to do with that bumming offensive coordinator. It was all part of the plan. We have the bag of tricks. Nothing slowing down. These are the brand new Lions, and we are not being stopped. 3 out of 3 on 4th down.
But I agree, it's Benedict.
Nope.
Sorry about your luck, son. Great take by you, good stuff, and just putting a bow on, just getting that final TD, and like again, do I have to remind you people, the loyal, diehard Detroit Koolaid drinkers, listeners of the show, this is in Baltimore, on prime time, Monday Night Football, under the lights. They think they're going to the Super Bowl. We know we're going to the Super Bowl. And we went into their house and beat them, not by a field goal at the end like I thought it might be, not by some fluky ref call like the Lions have lost to a million times in big-time games like this. We went and beat you down 38-24, and then, you get some late garbage touchdown to make it look a little closer. We really beat you by 14 plus, let's be honest, and everybody knew it. All the media was talking about it. We didn't give Detroit any. We didn't think Detroit was going to come in. We didn't think the Lions could get it done. What do? We go in there, play damn good football from start to finish. Again, one of the cleanest games of the year, except for my boy, Brian Branch, which I'm not going to damper the party, but I had lots of issues with my boy BB, whether it comes to him not wrapping up and tackling. I don't know, maybe missing one of the easiest interceptions of all time. Might have had a couple penalties. Might have got beat by Andrew. We're not going to get into any of that because he's still my boy, and this was a hell of a ball game by our whole team. We're not going to bring up TA either. Roasted, toasted, extra crispy. Because, Chops, did I mention multiple times that we went into their house and beat Baltimore soundly? We played great football. Your quarterback balled out. Our skilled players were incredible. D-Mo, Jameer Gibbs actually did what they do. And that's Detroit football, baby. I'm calling this a 38-24 W for the Lions.
Love it. And we, look, I know we talked about getting a commercial break, giving a shout out to the people, but we have not even scratched the surface on the masterclass that this was on the defensive side of the ball as well. Yes, we've talked about the scoring drives. We've talked about the points. We talked about my boy Jared Goff going 20 for 28, 200 yards in a tug. We talked about Demo and Ja just running the ball down the field, doing whatever the heck they want to do. 4 tugs again. I think they're about to make some history with two players, multiple touchdowns in the same game. Then you throw ARSB in there. I think we got the 3-headed monster. Anytime you got Demo and Ja and ARSB, all 3 scoring touchdowns for I think 5 or 6 times now, breaking history with those records. This offense is elite. It is untouchable, but we haven't even scratched the surface on the defense yet. So should we do that now, or should we hit the break and then talk all about the D, the big D by the Lions in Baltimore?
Chops, there's no breaks. We're 30 minutes in. We're going to fit our commercials in. The people know the deal. We got to get the sponsors in to keep the lights on, keep the show rolling for the millions and millions. We're way too deep in this. We've already finished the game, but sure, we could circle back to the defense. Tremendous by the defense. I mean, we're talking about my boy, Unleash El Quadin. Oh, wait. That's not it. But we also unleashed the other guy.
Unleash Hutch.
I mean, he got after the quarterback late in this game. I got a punch out that we didn't even talk about where he just absolutely just devastated Derrick Henry. I thought Derrick Henry was going to need a cuddle blanket and a emotional dog or whatever they call it. He was having such a conniption over there. He was how funny when he tried to break his helmet on the bench and then fell over the bench and then tried to play it off like, yeah, I'm just chilling. Don't worry about me. It's like, yeah, you just fumbled for the third game in a row, bro. Unleash Hutch just punched that out like it won a thing, and DJ, that's my DJ, Reed, picked it up, and I thought he was going to score. I mean, we had turnovers. We were ferocious with our hustle. Shep is that dude. He's just aggressive, just.
Tonight, turn down the noise of the day and focus on the rest with AGZ, the nightly drink for winding down and resting up. New from AG1. AGZ supports your body's natural sleep cycle with clinically studied key herbs, adaptogens, and minerals in amounts supported by research. And no melatonin, helping you wake feeling rested. Wind down, rest up with AGZ. Learn more at drinkagz.com.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Hello, Nigel here. I couldn't help noticing that you're still awake. Now, I'm an owl. I'm supposed to be up at night, but you need your sleep. So if it's your allergy symptoms that are keeping you up, here's a word to the wise. Try Xyzal. You see, Xyzal works fast to relieve sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat. And it keeps going strong for 24 hours, so you can get your sleep and wake up refreshed and ready for a productive day ahead. Be wise, all. Take Xyzal at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
They got Willa. They got my daughter. I need to find her.
From acclaimed director Paul Thomas Anderson.
You can save that girl.
On September 26th, experience what is being called the best movie of the year.
This is the end of the line. Not for you.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Tiana Taylor, Chase Infinity.
Let's go! Here I am.
One battle after another. Only in theaters September 26th. Experience it in IMAX. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
You can't hide.
Feisty coach. I mean, I loved everything about it. We could talk about it for days. Go ahead.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we could talk about it for days. 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson. 7. Absolutely insane. Most times Lamar's been sacked in a game, I think, in his whole career. We were all over him. Again, your boy Al Quadin, Muhammad, 2.5 sacks. You had Hush with 1. I think Jack Campbell got in there. Your boy Derek, even though he spells his name wrong, Barnes getting in for a sack there. Oh, gosh, I think Trevor Nowaski got in on the action. And then, again, Okri, like, the Lions defense holding Derrick Henry to 50 yards rushing and Lamar Jackson to 35 yards rushing, 85 rushing yards out of those two cats, who normally I think together collectively average like 125 yards a game rushing between the two of them, to hold them to 85 and like, again, like you already touched about it, but like Derrick Henry, like crying on the sideline, like snapping stuff, like shaking his head. It's going to be the perfect meme with him, both hands on the side of his head. He looks like he's going to cry. He looks like he's going to puke. Then he falls over the bench. He tries to play it cool. You're not cool. You ain't cool at all. You got taken to town, to the woodshed, to Pound Town by the Lions.
Chops, I want to run this by you. This is a text from your former nemesis, Wagner. I want to run this by you. This is a nickname submission for El Quadin, and it's the Prophet.
Oh, the Prophet. All right. I don't hate it. I see the Muhammad thing, the El Quadin. Okay. All right. I might listen. I'll tell you what. If that guy gets another 2.5 sacks next game, we might have to call him the Prophet. Do we unleash the Prophet, or what do we do with the Prophet? Because we're unleashing Hutch on one end. What are we doing with the Prophet on the other? Praying?
I don't know. I think the Prophet has some upside, but did you say something to the effect of you don't hate it?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't.
I don't hate him. I don't. We definitely don't hate El Quadin because he was balling out, and I loved his post game. You know me. I'm all about what you say. And when Dan freaking Campbell gave him a game ball, he was thanking his teammates, the organization, told you got to be ready for every opportunity, thanked everybody for getting him ready to roll, was so fired up when he smacked the football. I thought, yes.
Did you hear him say a year ago he was working at the bowling alley?
Yeah, he was shining shoes. He was that guy where like, hey, El Quadin, we got a ball stuck. He was like, I got it. Now he's there getting 2.5 sacks in other games, looks the part, physical beast. I was about to say, when he smacked the football, when he was done with his speech, I thought he was going to just deflate the son of a gun. He smacked it. I was like, man, this guy's a monster. So I love everything about him. I definitely don't hate him. I don't hate him. I don't. The Prophet has potential, Wagner. We're going to put that in the TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. It might go well for you there on that nickname submission. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, a few of our guys that usually ball sort of had maybe a little bit of issues, but it was so nice to see just the hustle. Jack Campbell, let's not forget. Reward! He was out there with his belt buckle, his no haircut, his jeans he bought 15 years ago. Why? Because all he does is love football. Busted his mouth open. Tape me up. I'm out there. I heard he was out there calling plays, spitting blood on his teammates. Doesn't care. All he wants to do is tackle people and win football games, and that's exactly what they did. So got to give it up to our guy Jack Campbell as well.
Yeah, 8 solo tackles for Jack bloodied up Campbell, man. Like, just, what a great game by the defense. I know we kind of touched on it too, but like, DJ Reed got his hand on a ball. My boy Brian Branch, again, another ball that was just absolutely waiting for them to be intercepted there, but they weren't able to quite put their hands on it and complete those interceptions. But collectively as a team, this was just such a team win. It wasn't like, so-and-so had 150 yards or blah, blah, or so-and-so had 3 tugs or so-and-so. It was like, no, it was a complete team effort. We spread the ball around. I'm looking at like Sam and Biscuits, only 33 yards, but I'm pretty sure that all 4 of those catches were on 3rd or 4th down. Like, when you needed the sticks move, we got the ball to Sammy Biscuits. The Laporta supporters were happy as hell. Dude, again, here we go. Isaac Tesla, vanilla, smooth. 2 targets, 0 catches, 0 yards. Who cares? We won the game. It didn't matter. We didn't need him to make some spectacular catch of the year catch. Again, I still would love to see him get a couple of more snaps, a little more routes out there run. I know with Khalif Raymond Khalif, but man, team effort. On the offense, on the defense, on the special teams. How about my boy Jake Bates? Touchdown-saving tackle on a punt return that absolutely could have turned the game around, turned the tides. I believe at that point it would have tied the game back again, but we were able to stop him there. So even Jake Bates was getting in on the hits. Just a great team effort.
Who says you can't be the topic of conversation for all the right reasons? The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid pairs bold presence with advanced technology and sleek style. It's everything you didn't know you needed in an SUV and then some. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more.
Icy Hot Pro with 2 max strength pain relievers. Targets multiple pain receptors. Ice works fast. Heat makes it last.
It's the Smucker's Uncrustables podcast with your host, Uncrustables.
Okay, today's guest is rough around the edges. Please welcome Crust.
Thanks for having me.
Today's topic, he's round with soft, pillowy bread.
Hey.
Filled with delicious PB&J.
Are you talking about yourself?
And you can take him anywhere.
Why'd you invite?
And we are out of time.
Are you really cutting me off?
Uncrustables are the best part of the sandwich. Sorry, Crust.
Through the Starbucks College Achievement Plan, full and part-time Starbucks baristas receive 100% upfront college tuition coverage so they can focus on achieving their dreams, not how they'll pay for school. And those dreams might start with a degree in management, biochemistry, or any of the more than 150 offered. At Starbucks, benefits like college tuition coverage are just the start. Learn more at starbucks.com/partners.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew, too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Chops, what was that hashtag market you did? Was that like 6 touchdowns already for Vanilla Smooth, Isaac Tesla? Was that what you said here on the show? Is that what you said?
Yeah, no. If you remember correctly, it was 4 touchdowns in first 6 games. Hashtag market. He's halfway there. We're 3 games in. I'm right on par with the hashtag market. Hashtag what Choppy said.
Hold on. Halfway there, he has 1. He's played 3 or 4 games now, and heading into game 4. Like, I don't think that's half. I don't think that's half.
It's almost half. He's almost there.
All right, well, Chops, I know this. Johnny Moe, our offensive coordinator, as well as our offense, and the whole team was feeling pretty good. Pretty.
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good.
And you don't want to know why, Chops, because we're 2-1. We just went in Baltimore in the AFC favorite, quote unquote, and absolutely beat them by 14 plus. Let's not mess around. We did it on prime time for the whole nation to see. We come back. We got Cleveland, which we'll talk about on the Friday packet. We've got a couple other bumski teams coming up, like Jacksonville. And then, have you watched the Chiefs recently? Because I invested heavily in Patrick Mahomes this year, thinking, oh man, he's gonna come back, he's gonna launch the ball down the field, he's gonna get it together, he's gonna put up crazy numbers. I watched this guy twice, I think, this year. Both games, I audibly said out loud, like, what is this guy doing? he like you put him against Jared Goff. Jared Goff's throwing 30-yard balls on the point down the field. Patrick Mahomes is throwing 8-yard dump-offs to his running back, 4 times every drive. Absolutely terrible. I mean, I wasn't even going to bring Charles into this, but that's what I think about the Chiefs right now.
That's terrible.
Just saying. And, okay, we got some other tough ball games. Oh, we got to go to Cincy with no Joe Burrow. Oh, that's a shame. That's another easy dub for the lads. This schedule is shaping up nice. We're rounding into form nice. We actually are still mad, too, because what everybody said after week 1 and the fact that we took an L in Green Bay against the Cheddarheads and Mozzarella Sticks. Psh, we'll see you on Thanksgiving, bro. Can't wait. I think I might be at that one, too. It's shaping up to be a really fun, great season. This was again, Chops, I'm putting this in my top 5 of all time Lions football games. It might be top 3.
Oof. Such a great game, man. I mean, I was at the bar here in Indianapolis watching the game. And the funny thing is like I'm sitting with my coworkers and they're just, we're chatting or whatever. I'm like just dialed into this game. I am so zoned in. There was like 3 or 4 pockets of like Baltimore Ravens fans. What the heck they were doing in Indy, I have no idea. But dude, I'm just like going freaking bananas. I'm yelling out at one point. I go, woo! And the whole bar just turns around and looks at me like, what the heck? They don't drink the Kool-Aid because it's Indy. They don't know what's going on. I'm like yelling out Demo and like fist bumping. I'm like, ARSB. Just going bananas with the gimmicks. And I didn't care. I didn't give a crap, just like Dan freaking Campbell doesn't give a crap. I'm just going nuts. That's right, Dan Campbell. Neither one of us gave a crap because we were winning. We were beating down Baltimore. Everybody, we kept the receipts. We saw who you picked. We know who you picked. No backtracking now. You know that the Chopster keeps those receipts. You know I'm going to be keeping the receipts all season long. You know what just happened, Oakrey? Baltimore Ravens were the betting favorite to win the Super Bowl before this game. We went into their house and we made them our you-know-whats.
Oh, hell yeah! Give me a hell yeah! And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Chops, I think that's the bottom line, because at Chops and the D said so. We broke down this game. We did gimmicks. We don't even have time for random news and notes. All we're doing is celebrating a Dubski in Baltimore. Fun game from top to bottom. Like you said, I'm going low on sleep. Well worth it. You're all over the map, whether you're in Indy, you're coaching hockey, you're signing deals, you're making calls. I don't even know how you do what you do. And like I said, so funny to see all the people texting me being like, I mean, I was getting so much gimmickry thievery from people. They were just stealing my lines. They were taking yours and weren't giving you royalties. Like, it was off the charts. And they were just like, man, I love watching the game and just saying all the crazy stuff I hear on the pod. It was tremendous, man. So I say we get up out of here for this episode and we come back on the Friday packet. Me and you give the people a little quick refresher, a little bit of that Detroit Kool-Aid in a packet. Talking about how the Lions are going to take care of Cleveland in our house. Okay, wow, you beat the Cheddarheads. Thanks, we appreciate it. Now we're going to show you what it's like to come to the D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's get up out of here. Another great edition of the flagship show. We give it to you on Wednesdays. You get the packets on a Monday. You get the packets on a Friday. You get the reviews. You get the previews. You get the flagship. Look, you know we were going to bring the energy every show. You know we're going to bring it. Like, again, I'm like exhausted. I don't even know. I don't know what time zone I'm in. All I know is this was a. You know what? I'm just going to say it. Easy dub for the Lions. 38. I'm not even counting their last touchdown. 24 over the Ravens. Again, just a knockdown, punch you in the face, catapult us into the Super Bowl stratosphere. Let's go.
Everybody, that's what we got. We'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Okay, everybody. We're out.
We don't serve no purple drink here. Only Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid.
4 letters, 1 word.
Drink it in, man.
Pack the bag, start the plane. This game is over. It is over. What a comeback by the Lions.
Drink it in, man.